Hey friends, welcome back to Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G, and look how incredible these new Star Wars Mission Fleet action figures look. They look absolutely so cool, and we got so many here that we're gonna take a look at. We got the Mandalorian action figures and a couple of other packs to look at. So here's just a glimpse, and you're gonna want to stay tuned. But before we get started, guys, if you've not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe by hitting the button below. Talk to us in the comments. I put that out of order. Hit the notification bell next to it so you're notified every time a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where in the world you're watching from, and give us a thumbs up if you like the Mandalorian, you like Star Wars, you like these cool action figures. And what do you say we go ahead and get started right now?
What is up, Vincent Gigi?
Vincent Gigi, Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Gigi.
Vincent Gigi from Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Vincent Gigi on Super Channel G.
So tight. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
Congratulations on all your success.
Congratulations on everything.
I will see you on the TV on
Super Channel G. Yeah.
God, is this great?
Alright friends, welcome back to Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G, and we're going to get started with these incredible Star Wars Mission Fleet action packs. These are so cool, and I definitely love to start off with this set right here from The Mandalorian, and these three other sets, The Mandalorian, and then of course our extended Star Wars universe here, which, because this one is Boba Fett, this one is Ahsoka Tano, and then some clone troopers right here. And although, yes, I do know clone troopers did not necessarily appear in The Mandalorian, nor these two in this form, these were actually really cool sets that I wanted to include here, just to make it more fun and have more great Star Wars action figures to open. So what do you say we start with these four right here, and more specifically this exclusive set right here, and then we'll move on to these three outstanding ones. Look at this right here. We have Quiil with the blurg. We have IG-11 and the child, which obviously you already know is Grogu, and the speeder bike. And then of course we have the Mandalorian Din Djarin with the child, and aka Baby Yoda, aka Grogu, with also a speeder bike. So we'll set those aside right here, and let's dive on in over here with this awesome 5-pack, and let's get everything set up real good. Give me 1 second. Okay, awesome. Just wanted to make sure I got everything at the right angle over here. So let's take a closer look at this Star Wars Mission Fleet 5-pack from The Mandalorian, featuring of course Din Djarin, Grogu, Cara Dune, IG-11, and this Stormtrooper right here. And I would have loved to have had more Stormtroopers, and so I believe there are Mission Fleet sets that have more Stormtroopers, but at the time that I bought this and these, I couldn't find any yet. So I believe I did see some at Target, and would love to get those, and possibly even Walmart. And so, but for now, we're gonna be opening these. And so here's this clone trooper set that we just saw, this one Boba Fett, and then of course Anakin, and so on. Man, look at R2 right there. And of course we have Luke, and we have Darth Vader, and there's all sorts of other ones like Darth Maul and so on. But these are the ones we're gonna start off with today. And look how great these action figures actually look, being as how they're this size, and it looks like perhaps even just a little bit bigger than actual size. They look pretty awesome. So, defend the child. That looks so cool. I wish there was some sort of write-up on here so that we can read and get all pumped up about. But the beautiful artwork, that's going to be a common theme on these sets. Because, of course, look at our Mando. I'm trying to think of all the other things that they call him besides just Din Djarin, which no one ever calls him, and the Mandalorian. We have IG-11. Look at Grogu, Baby Yoda. We have Cara Dune right here. Looks awesome. And then look how cool these Stormtroopers look right here. And yep, there's no write-up, so let's go ahead and get it open. And let's see, man. I pre-ordered this mask and it still hasn't come in. That way I can say all sorts of great things like I can bring you in warm or I can bring you in cold. All right, great. So let's see, where is the, we'll open it here and then just kind of bring it along here. So let me get something to open it with. Okay, great. So if I can just get this right under here, cut this right along there carefully. Sorry, get a better angle here. Let's bring this across right here on the bottom without destroying this package. Do it slowly so I don't get a plastic or paper or cardboard cut, because that would be catastrophic. Okay, brought it almost all the way across. I don't want to bring it up there. So probably, let's see, because the plastic does not extend all the way to here. However, maybe I can, ooh, tearing it. That's alright, I can probably just slide it on out from where it's at already. There we go, look at that. Awesome. Man, look how cool these little minifigs look. So, I'm like, But, of course, look at our Mando. Looks like his paint's a little bit off on the mask, that's alright. Look at our Grogu. So, let's start getting everybody out. Let's take a look at Mando right here. His little jetpack. And his weapons. Man, this looks cool. And let's get his blaster out here. And I'm gonna zoom in even closer so you can see just how cool he looks here. Again, there's a little bit of paint bleed right here on the mask, on the helmet, I should say, because we have black spilling onto over here when it should be over here where the silver's going. So that's a little minor detail, and not that big of a deal, but still would have been cool if it just lined up really well. Let's see. Let's see if the arms are actually moving the way they're supposed to. Looks like the joint's a little tight right now, so let me make sure I support it as I push it out. Okay, so let's see what sort of articulation we have. Wow, the head actually moves more than I thought it would. Look at that. It's probably on a ball joint right in there. And it sure is, look at that. Perfect. Let's see, we have a joint at the wrist, which turns the hand. And we do have a little more paint colors than I thought we would, so that's pretty good. Let's see, this softer plastic for the cape. Does the cape come out? Obviously I don't want to get anything unglued. Wow, that's cool. So it does come off, look at that. Of course his neck looks super long without this here. But just put that right back there. That hole with the peg right there. Let's get this back on right here, which it looks pretty great. We don't have any elbows, but we do have shoulders that should be able to go in and out right there, because you can see that joint. We do not turn at the waist. And let's see, the legs appear like they just go back and forth only. Nothing else turns on the leg. Trying to make sure. So let's see what this jet. Oh, okay. So that's what we can do. Take this off. Put this jetpack on. Look at that. And too bad we can't have both. Right? Wouldn't that be awesome? Too bad we can't have both somehow. So that's what it looks like with the jetpack. And then let's get this blaster. Take a look at it. Not bad. Look at this hand right here. Boom! Even has the space for the finger right there. Look at that. Very nice. What are you gonna do with the kid? Very nice. And that'd be cool if we can put it in the holster. What about this one? We can't have him just simply just have him holding it like that, because then that looks a little odd. So wonder if we can have him holding it with 2 hands. So let's see, we know that one looks great, but no, probably not, because ooh, I turned it a little too sharp, because his elbows don't move. So I guess we could have him holding it, but it's gonna look a little odd. Look at that. So it's not impossible, but obviously did look a little interesting. Let's put his little cape back on, put that back in the hole, and it did look cool. So unfortunately we don't have anywhere to put the guns but in the hands, and so that means that makes this more of just a prop than an actual practical gun to hold. But look at the sculpt. I do like, there's a pretty decent sculpt right there. There's the brown paint, and then, you know, look at the boots. It even has a little hole in the bottom so you can put a peg to stand him up. So all in all, looks pretty awesome. Look at that. And I'm sure he stands well. Look at that. Let's get closer. It does look pretty cool. There's a jetpack. And there's a large rifle. That looks so cool. Okay, so we're gonna set him aside over here. Put his jetpack. Let's put that right there. And what is the name of that thing called? I think it was also like a phase pulse blaster. So also known as that, but just put it right there, his Mandalorian rifle. Pulse blaster. Alright, let's go to our next action fig, and that's gonna be Grogu. And of course, Grogu is incredible. Let's pop him out. Let's get this going here. Wow, that definitely was not what I expected. So, and I did it off camera, didn't I? I was too busy looking at it. Sorry about that, but I was like, man, I was like, cool. And then that looked a little awkward because it didn't close it up here, and it also didn't line up. And why is this not round? Well, obviously it's roundish, but not like a circle. It's more like an egg. So, anywho. Alright, and then what's the deal here? Why do I have this part sticking out? Interesting. Let's see. And I'm gonna need your help, because I'm like, I see what the picture shows, and I'm gonna show you right here. Clearly, we have this sticking out here in the front, and the child sitting inside. But I'm like, what are we doing with that? And you know what? You can let me know in the comments below, because I'm not 100% sure, honestly. Comes right on out. But anyway, you're gonna have to help me out with that one, because I definitely am missing what that would go to. Obviously it looks like there would be a peg for something, but maybe it attaches the speeder. Maybe that's what it is on the speeder bike. We're gonna assume it's that for now. Okay, so let's take a look at our baby Grogu. Head does turn, does move back and forth a little bit. Oh, look at his little hoodie. Digging that. So too bad the hands don't move and the arms don't move. And then the feet, I mean, that's kind of cool still. It's just unfortunate that nothing else moves. But, okay, well, I can put him right here. Look at that. Let's get a little closer. And that actually looks really cute. Look at that. Grogu. Very nice. So let's put Mando right next to him. And let's take a look. Not too bad. Grogu's a little bit big compared to him, but still looks really cool. So that'd be, again, really nice if at least the arms moved, but I believe we'll have to settle with just the head moving. And then the paint that's off on Mando right here, I mean, that's kind of an easy fix. Could probably do that ourselves, but anyway, let's set Mando back up over here. Put baby Grogu over here. And that looks awesome. Alright, so let's get Cara Dune out here. Let's get her weapons right here. And these look really cool. Set that aside. And Cara Dune. Pretty good mold. Maybe the paint on her eye is a little bit wonky. It looks a little bit rushed. But the sculpt is what really looks cool. The simple action fig. Soft hair right here. Some paint bleed. But overall, really cool. Let's see, maybe we can put and this is a huge gaping hole in her back. I'm like, is this gonna fit the jetpack? Sure is. That means it probably fits the cape too. So interchangeable parts is definitely a plus. So that's cool. Alright, give that back to Mando. And let's see. Her arms come out way easier than Mando's. The wrists do turn. Legs come out to about 90-degree angle, almost, more or less. Wow, they all come out to a 90-degree angle. Backwards too. These are pretty cool figures, especially the sculpt. Would have been the paint's a little rushed. Look at that. But it is a super basic figure. It's like a junior figure. And I do kind of like the micro size, so overall the effort is pretty good. Check out that weapon right there. And check this out right here. I love when she was holding this. Too bad her arms don't move in a way that she could hold it with both hands also. And obviously I don't want to keep griping about that, but I don't know if it's necessarily a missed opportunity because these are small figs, but it would have been really cool if they could have done that. Look at that. So cool. And then let's see. How would that look in this hand? So I think that looks awesome. She can actually hold this one like this. Wow, that looks really cool actually. And that looks really awesome. Let me get a little closer. And Cara Dune's definitely rocking it there. Wow, super cool. Okay, let's put her right next to Mando over here. Mando. So how's that? Let's turn her in a little bit, just for a little bit more dynamic posing. I think that looks awesome. Okay, so 2 more figures in this, and let's take a look at IG-11. So the very original, what was it? The Empire Strikes Back. IG-11 was just kind of chilling there. Didn't really get to see what. That was 88, but obviously an IG unit, and didn't really get to see it in action. But how cool Mandalorian show made this guy look, and the movements were outstanding. So, and he was definitely a killer. Wow, this one has much better articulation because this one looks like the arms, if you wanted to, could probably go all the way around. But looks like the arm's gonna pop out if I pull it too hard. So, but it does pop back in pretty well. The wrists do move, so that's cool. Looks like he's got his thumb and 2 fingers. Look at that. Soft plastic. Same thing here. It's kind of a mirror image. Might even be the same. So there we go. The legs, same thing. Go back. Wow. Almost a 45-degree angle from the top. But definitely more than 90. I love this right here that he has with his ammo and armor right here. Everything looks great. The paint just kind of fades from black to brown, so I wonder if that's intentional. But look at the sculpt. Again, knees and elbows would have been cool, but obviously these are micro figs. And again, everything is interchangeable with the same peg holes. So wouldn't that be cool? Oh, and IG-11's head, because they all seem to have pretty good head articulation. So I don't know if it's supposed to lean back and forward. I don't think so. It's probably just coming out. So, and this turns, look at that. Very awesome. And let's see his weapons again. So cool. Look at that. Let's put this in his hand. Look how great that looks. And then this one right over here. Look how great that looks. And oh, he does turn at the waist. The first one that turns at the waist. Man, that would be awesome for even like micro stop motion. Wow, I am so in awe about this one. So cool. That just really did it for me. Any extra articulation is exciting. So we'll set him up right here next to baby Grogu, especially because he was later on trying to protect him. First trying to kill him, then trying to protect him, right? Look how great. Awesome. And let's do our last figure that came in this set. And it is, I lost him. Okay, here it is. Our Stormtrooper. And this one does have his clean suit, so he's not a remnant trooper. He is a full-blown Stormtrooper that's not hiding out. And let's get closer over here. Look at that. Doesn't that look cool? Same thing. You can use those parts interchangeably. So the legs come 90-degree angle forward. More than 90-degree angle back. And let's see. The arms, the joints on these elbows are a little better than, like, for example, Mando's. They turn around pretty well. The wrists do turn. The head doesn't move back and forth a whole lot, but definitely turns well. Look at that. Could turn all the way around if we wanted it to. And let's take a look at the sculpt. Sculpt looks pretty clean. Paint actually looks kind of close. Not perfect, but definitely close. Little jagged edges. So, like here. Look, what's the deal here? This one looks pretty close, but this one is like way off. But again, something that, not anything that we can't fix ourselves. So, let's put our Stormtrooper with his gun. There we go. Very cool. We'll put him over here. which is kind of a cool stance. And what are your thoughts about this? These are actually really cool looking microfigs. All right, what do you say we move on? And we can do these three. And does it really matter what order? Perhaps not, but we'll probably do them in that order. And look, this IG-11 does look different from that one. So, all right, let's move on. Okay, so moving along to, let's get us back in focus. This, the Mandalorian with speeder bike and Grogu with the little ball from the Razor Crest. Looks like another jetpack right there. And this Mandalorian action figure may just be the exact same one we just looked at. Grogu is different, the jetpack's probably the same. But if it comes with that, we're gonna have to see. That might be what it attaches to there. So, looks very cool. Love the way the speeder looks, and it looks like this dart can be shot out of that. Battle for the bounty. Very cool. Actual size. It's showing this is actual size right here. And of course, pulse blaster. And so this is definitely going to be probably the same. This, if it's lighter, well, it's probably going to be the same too. Everything's probably going to be the same. So if we, this, and this, these are the things we're going to focus on. All right. So, and it even, oh, there's where it actually shows us. Where it attaches right over here, like we were thinking that might be the case. All right, so let's open this up. Where's the most convenient place to open it? Looks like there are two windows here. Let's try this side, and if we fail miserably, then we won't open it from this side again. Let's see. Oh, there is tape up here. Would it have been easier to open there? Don't know. But I guess we'll find out. And oh, it's over here. I'm like, nope, there it is. Okay. Let's get them on out of here. And this is what it looks like inside, and I'm really digging that blue. Look at that. Very cool. So, look at that. Very nice. We'll set this aside. And in case we didn't look closely enough, this artwork is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. I love the torn, tattered cape. You get Grogu reaching out for that. And just beautiful artwork. Look at the Jawas right here. Very nice. Okay, we'll move on. And I guess let's compare our Mando action fig, because it looks like there might not be a difference. But let's be sure. That's the Mando we just opened, and this is the Mando that well opened a moment ago. Let's zoom in right here. So. Looks like the paint's a little sharper on the helmet here, but that's a very minor detail. See, this just looks like it was pushed, so that's not anything. The boots appear to be the same color. It looks like, honestly, it's the exact same fig. So, unfortunate, because I was hoping maybe we'd have something different, but it definitely appears this exact same figure. So I'll put this one back. And I'm sure the weapons and everything else is the same. This is the one we opened previously. This one we opened just now. Definitely looks the same. And this blaster. Okay. Jetpack. But the Grogu is really what we're calling attention to here now. So this Grogu versus this Grogu, and it looks like we have two slightly different greens. Slightly. Now I don't know if you can really tell, but slightly lighter green here. The eyes definitely are different. They're more dilated here than this one. And again, doesn't look like we can move our Grogu's arms or anything, but it looks like we can move the head. Look how cool that is. So put them right here. Put this back over here. It appears the little egg-shaped carrier needs assembly on this one, which we can probably just pop that into there. This does the same thing. This part comes out right here. Put this right here-ish. Probably attaches to the speeder. Pop this out carefully so we don't break it. Let's get this little blaster out. And I'm like, how does this stand up? I don't think we just put it like that, do we? And so this appears to actually go in here. Right? Like it would be pulling that. But I was hoping to have some little hover type situation going on. But let's take a look at the speeder bike anyway. Let's look at these details. Look at that. It's like a little bit of love went into this. I know it's a simple design, but definitely had some pretty good execution. Let's see, it looks like it was bent from being in there a little too long. That's alright. It should start settling back on its own. And so we have wires, and we have leather pouch right here. Like, wow, what's gonna go here? Is anything, because there's clearly shapes to put things. I'm like, nope. I mean, could, but that doesn't look like that's what that shape's for. And then look at that. So, honestly, I'm like, it doesn't show what we would be putting into that. It shows it empty, and it doesn't show it hovering on anything either. It looks like it is on just the ground or your counter or whatever. So, interesting. And here's this. This is the release button. Put this on the front of the speeder bike, and then here's our projectile. Let's see if it clicks. Let's see how well it shoots. Shoots pretty well. Probably not super far, but definitely comes out with a lot of spunk. So let's put this literally right here. I would think. Put that right there. There we go. It's kind of cool. Now, that being said, it looks like this. I was like, oh, it looks like this could fit. Yeah, it does fit on the sides. So, based on the shapes that are here, just slightly confused as to what they want us to put there. I'm sure we'll figure it out as we're going along. But, like, those shapes, because it's clearly not this. But, I'm sure we will figure it out as we go along. Okay, let's put this little plastic piece here. We'll have this in here. And let's put our Mandalorian action figure here. And, you know, I was just thinking, on the back, it doesn't show him on it, so let's see. Maybe we can set him up Looks like we're gonna have to take the cape off in order to do this, because it's gonna be kind of pushing out unless we pull it out like that. Let's set everybody aside for a moment. Let's just take this off for a second. Let's put his feet right here where they line up with that and that. And let's turn his wrists in like that. And like this his hand should slid right on there. Same thing with this one. And his hand wallet did pop off. That looks cool. Look at that. So, do we put this back on, or do we put his jetpack over here? So we can definitely put this here. Put Grogu sitting right in there. Oop, everything started falling on me. Let's put that right back in there. And as far as the weapons, I'm like, really don't have any place to put them. Unless we put them with Grogu, but that's not really the ideal thing to do. We can put this jetpack here. Kind of odd that he'd be riding with his jetpack on while he's sitting on the speeder bike, but still looks cool. And we'll set this right on over here. We'll take a look. How's this? Doesn't that look cool? Yeah, it looks really cool actually. Look at that. Very nice. Okay. Look at that. You know what? Let me take a quick picture. It's just too perfect. Okay. So I'm going to set this right over here. Put the weapons over here. And it looks pretty awesome. Okay, great. Let's move on. And I think we'll do, let's see. Set this up. Move this aside first. But let's go ahead and do Quiil. What do you say? With the blurg. And look how awesome this looks. This artwork, I can't get enough how gorgeous it is. Interesting how they picked only a couple of things to bleed onto the blue and everything else remained on this side. This artwork looks great, and if we can open the mouth like that, that would be awesome. Look at Quiil. And we'll get this open. Take a look at the side. Take a look at that. And blurred battle charge. I have spoken. Actual size. And look how cool that looks. We put it on the side there. So I guess, again, we can interchange those weapons, which is probably what we can do for that speeder bike. So, let's go ahead and cut this side. So, opening that. Very nice. It starts to come out right here, but then we need to cut this. I'll slide them on out. Wow, cool. Look at that. I'm actually digging this blurred. Got to build him. There's not a whole lot going on with our Quiil. Wow, looks like that. They just have it all put together like that. And look, we're gonna have him sitting down on top, firing that off. Okay, so we'll set this aside. And let's take a look at our Quiil. Let's see what sort of head articulation we got. Ooh, head does move better than I thought. It was just kind of stuck. Turns. Look at his little mutton chops on the side of his cheeks. This is a pretty awesome looking little minifig. Let's see. The arms are kind of stiff as I'm trying to move them up. I don't even know if they're turning or they're just plastic is bending. So, wow, that looks like it almost like just busted open. Did you see that? So, this arm's turning just fine, and this one is refusing to bend. Look at that. So let's see what's getting stuck on. There we go. Heard a little click. So looks like we finally got free, and bends out pretty well. Look at that. Good. Turns right here at the wrist. So that looks awesome. And the legs only go that far back. They do go 90-degree angle forward. He also does not turn at the waist. So I like the detail, I like the sculpt. Definitely very reminiscent of our Quiil that we saw on The Mandalorian. So now let's come over here. Let's see, how do we want this? This can be I thought we were gonna have this hanging from his neck or something. I guess we could, but it doesn't hang that much. So maybe we're gonna have it on the arm. We'll figure that out. And obviously he can hold it. So that's a thing too. Okay. Let's move along. Right here we have our projectile that goes right into this little cannon. See how hard it'll shoots out pretty strong too. But definitely looks different in the shape than the other one did. Looks like they may still fire out of the same one. Look at that. Because this one, it does fire both of them. Okay, so this shape is the one that goes on this one. It has a blue release. The other one has this like brown clay type color. Okay, now let's look at our blurg. This looks kind of cool. Oh, whoa, it's really bendy soft plastic. Let's see this tail. It's on probably some sort of joint. Sorry, like ball joint. But really only goes like, it does go side to side a little bit, but up and down is where it really is like making an impact there. It doesn't seem like it's supposed to really turn like that. And the mouth opens. Man, some pretty good detail in there. The eyes. What's this? Okay. And here is, look at that. Look at the arms. There's the joint. Two little T-Rex fingers. And we can put that right in here. Look at that. This one here. And I'm really like, oh, that one clicked. This one didn't. But I'm really loving the detail. I'm really loving the sculpt. Put these little legs. Look at that. By popping right in here. Some very minor click. Same thing here. It's gonna go right on in here. The legs do go pretty far back, and only so much forward because of his little arms right there. So I like his little saddle. And then this we would put on one of the two sides like this. If we wanted them to battle. So that's cool. And then for Quiil here, we can have him sitting forward like this. Have him grab onto that. And, you know, maybe we can put his blaster somewhere else. It's kind of cool how they have it portrayed in this art right here, where he's kind of like holding it back and out, and his body's kind of turned. So there we go. It's not quite as exciting because he's not leaning forward, but still looks cool nonetheless. Look at that. Very cool. Look at that. Okay, so we'll put him over here. Let's bring Baby Grogu and Din Djarin, Mando, the Mandalorian, a little further up. And let's take another look at where we're at so far. I did like the blurg. Man, this looks awesome. Very cool. Okay. So let's go to the final one of these three. Set this aside. And the final one of these three is the IG-11 and the child, aka Grogu, aka Baby Yoda, right here with their own speeder bike. And it looks like this one's gonna be white and a different color, right? So very awesome. And we have a variation of our Grogu action figure right there. This gorgeous artwork, absolutely gorgeous. And look, we're gonna be able to put him over the head and put the little cannon right there. Speeder bike, protect the bounty. And yep, and this IG-11, as far as I can tell, does look different. So, but the weapons look the same. Let's get them on out. Put this right here. Very cool. And let's bust them on open. Ooh, this one's very different off the bat. Look. What in the world? This is very different than the other two we just opened. And it's all cardboard as opposed to plastic. So that's definitely different. Ooh. And this one's gonna be harder to save in here unless we just put it loose, because of the fact that it's not placed in a little plastic cavity. Okay, so that was that. Looks like our speeder bike is in here. Just pushed it out through there. Sure is. Looks super cool. Our IG-11 probably just pinched his legs together. And oh man, I was hoping not to have to cut or destroy any of this, but I can do it after all, since this tape is a little looser. There we go. Well, maybe not, but it was worth a shot. Oof. Sorry, I thought I had a good little handle on it. There we go. There we go. Get them out. And what's this little package right here? Let's see, what is this? Oh wow, okay. There we are. So there's nothing else in here. I'll close that up, set that aside. And again, that looks pretty awesome. Set this aside. And we have our third Grogu. And let's start with taking a look at our Grogu. Looks cute because it's like his little ears are flapping in the wind. This is meant to go over IG's head and shoulders, and probably could fit any of the action figs like this. And this IG unit looks really cool. Again, looks like it's probably more than likely the exact same IG-11 as the one we did just a little while ago. And there we go. However, probably slightly different paint. This turns really well. It's not supposed to go back and forth. It does turn at the waist also, and look how much the legs go back and forward. Look at the sculpt. Really excited about that. And let's compare it to our previous IG-11. And you know what? It is almost the same fig. Look at this darker black on the hips. This is gray. This one came with these munitions right here. Otherwise, you know what? It may be. Ooh, look, our original one, I didn't even catch that. The dots are off. Look at that. Where this one definitely had them a lot closer. So, what feels like a minor detail, it's actually more noticeable and pronounced now that we see it. Let's take a look at our speeder bike. Look how cool this one is. It just has some wear right here to make it look more authentic. It's definitely soft plastic over here and soft plastic over here in slightly different shape from the previous one we just did. And so we can put the blaster on multiple places. Let's see, we can put our IG unit here. Have IG holding these handlebars right here, control bars. So we turn the wrist, make it look a little more authentic. Look at that. And we'll put Grogu right here. Look how cool that looks. They look outstanding. And now we have a red blaster coming out from this cannon right here. Man, this one did definitely shoot out. Stronger, slightly stronger than the other ones, it would appear. So this can go here, which preferably it goes there, because that's where it's intended to go. But could also be here on the side. And we could put any one of the other ones on the side too to match. Look how great that looks. So, you already saw IG-11's weapons on the previous one. These are the exact same ones. Very cool. And let's actually compare that to our Mando speeder. Look at that. And if we remove this for a moment, we have an actual good comparison. Look at this. Doesn't that look cool? I definitely think so. Very cool. Alright. Now we've taken multiple pictures. Let's go ahead and get this set back up right here. I guess we'll put it right here for now. Put this one back right here for now. You could probably honestly have these side by side right here. Look at that. Isn't that kind of cool? I definitely think so. Let's put our blurg over here. There we go. And let's bring Cara, Mando, his pulse blaster, his jetpack, baby Grogu, IG-11, and our Stormtrooper. So how cool is that? Outstandingly cool, if you ask me. Okay, awesome. And so, what do you say we move on to our final 4 packs, which, of course, is Boba Fett, Ahsoka Tano, and then we have 2 clone troopers that we added just because they looked cool. And we're probably going to want them in our extended universe. So, we can go get started with, what do you say with Boba? Okay. Yeah, I say let's go ahead and start with Boba Fett with a Star Wars mission fleet pack right here. Doesn't that look great? Look at that. He's got his little rifle blaster right there. Love the helmet, the suit, and the sculpt. Looks so great. Look at how that looks right there. Very simply shows you how you can put that on right there. And this right here. And those turn. So super cool. Alright. There's no write-up on here or anything. Nope. But awesome from Hasbro. And oh, it does say right here. Capture in the clouds. Boba Fett. Okay. So let's go ahead and get him open. Let's open down here without getting a paper or plastic or cardboard cut. So carefully, until we can slide him on out without destroying everything. Okay, very nice. Looks like we might be close. Very cool. Awesome. Let's pop this out. It is very reminiscent of a small Slave 1 ship. Ooh, look how this is in here. So make sure you push the bottom out. Kind of scoop him out from the bottom up versus the opposite. There we go. So we'll set this aside. Let's take a look at our Boba Fett minifig. Look how cool this looks. So we got the dent on the helmet. His little view thing there. Look at his awesome armor. And doesn't this look great? Ooh, awesome. His shoulders move better than the other one. Head does turn and move really well. Does he turn at the waist? He does not. Legs come to about a 90-degree angle. Awesome. So he has his cape and his jetpack and right here missile launcher all kind of all in one. So that'd be cool if we had one of those for Mando. The wrists do turn. Look at that. That look awesome. Very cool. Like I like bluish gray. And we'd have to take that off and switch it with this, which is like a miniature version of Slave 1. Look at that. That looks awesome. And these would turn. Look at that. And it showed that we can put his gun here, right? So let me take a second look to make sure that I saw it right on how we put it. So this shows like this. Up. Like this. And it would go like so. Interesting. I guess it could go on either side. So we would ditch this and put this right here. You can actually put his gun back in his hand if you like. There we go. Look at that. What are your thoughts of that? And then of course we can turn these. So cool. Let's take a look at our Boba Fett right here. Great sculpt. Look at his shoes. What are those? How great that looks. Yep. Looks so great. Look at that. Awesome. So I don't know if I should leave that on him or take it off because it actually looks really cool. But I guess it makes more sense to have him like that, right? Turn his head this way. That looks awesome. Very cool. Okay, let's set this up right here. Put this right over here. I think that looks really awesome. Very cool. Okay. So let's move on to, what do you say we move to? You knew what was going to be next. It is Ahsoka Tano. And yeah, this is going to be more from the animated series than it is going to be from the Mandalorian. Let's look at her sabers right here, but still good enough for me. It looks really cool. That beautiful packaging. Wow, look over here. Doesn't that look awesome? And a droid after her. And look at how she's steering that. She can be holding on and have it pulling forward like that, or standing on it like this. So both are great options, and because it's water, that's why we have those two options. The submersible type. So Star Wars Mission Fleet. This looks awesome, and it doesn't say anything else other than aquatic attack and Ahsoka Tano. So let's get her out of here. Let's bust her on out. Let's do this right here. And do the same thing. Make sure you don't get a paper cut or a cardboard cut or plastic cut. So do this safely. Okay, let's sneak this on out. Also, there we go. And look how these sabers are slightly different color. They are just plastic, but look like lightsabers. I'm sorry, I said lightsaber because that's what they are, but they look like Jolly Rancher style, which they're not. So do not try and put those in your mouth. Just look that way. This looks cool. This comes up right here, so she can stand on that with the pegs on her feet, and also perhaps hold on from behind it. So that looks cool. Let's take a look at our Ahsoka. Let's get closer right here. And let's see. Her head articulation doesn't move tons forward, tons back, but moves about that much. The arms move a lot more than all the other figures. They turn right here at the waist. I'm sorry, the shoulder and at the wrist. She does not turn at the waist. Here we are. The legs move that far back and this far forward. And she also has this open hole for a peg to have, like, for example, what we've seen already, this jetpack, or any of the other things, because that's cool. It's interchangeable. You could put Boba Fett's little miniature little slave one right here. That's cool. You get the idea. So let's have her holding these. Look at that. Look how awesome that looks. Doesn't that look cool? Maybe even having her pointed out. And too bad we can't bend the elbow, otherwise that would look super cool. Wow, that looks awesome. Look at that. And yeah, the pegs right here, just to show you, would fit right here and right here. And she could absolutely be steering this, but not with lightsabers in her hands. But that looks really cool, honestly. Look at that. So Digging that. She could put her hands to hold this if she wanted. Bring this up. And then of course we could have her down and kind of just trailing behind it. But I'm liking the way that looks. So, I'm like, what are your thoughts, guys? Put her right here. That looks just unreal. That looks sick right there. These action figs are so great. Okay, we'll set that right there. Looks awesome. And let's move on to our last two. Look how awesome that looks. And those last two are our clone troopers. And so, yeah, Clone Trooper is, you know, from the prequel trilogy. And so these would be after the original trilogy and kind of on from there. But still cool so that we can have and build a little clone army. Look at this beautiful package right here. In case you didn't see me admire the other packages enough, they absolutely looked great. Because the artwork is unreal. And there we go. Clone Trooper and Arena Rescue. It looks awesome, and the wings come up like that. So let's get them on out. Let's cut this bad boy right here. We'll open them both. Like, there we go. Very cool. Just do these both at the same time, being careful not to cut ourselves. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Wasn't trying to rip it open so hard. It's all right. Get them out. As a matter of fact, just get both of them. Set this aside. Alrighty. And this one. Very cool. I'm gonna try not to yank on this one so hard, actually. Oh, this one went in the other direction. Very nice. Okay. This over here. Alright, so let's take a look at our clone troopers. And I hope they don't get too washed out. But look at that. So I'm really digging the way they're looking. Very cool. Great sculpt. And yeah, awesome. So we'll put our focus on just one for now. The head moves this far around and tilts, so that's pretty good. The arms go really smooth around. Arms do come in. And the wrists turn. So that looks great on our little minifigs. And the legs go this far back, this far forward. Does not turn at the waist. And look at his blaster over here. So that looks awesome. Slide this right in right here. And this would look like that's where his trigger finger would be. So that looks outstanding. And then take a look at this. This soft plastic. And the wings, they just push them up a little bit. Look at that. So this is harder plastic. And this is softer plastic right here. So this looks awesome. We can put them right here. And doesn't that look cool? Look at that. Wonder how heavy it is, and is it going to make him fall over? Well, it supports him because it hits right behind him. Oop. More or less. So, I do like the way that looks. we'll set them right over here. Put this one right here. And angle everybody just a little bit more. I actually think this looks amazing. So, man, that was a lot of action figures. What do you think, guys? Doesn't that look absolutely outstanding? I definitely think so. So, thank you for hanging out with us here today. And if you've not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel now. Hit the notification bell next to it so you can get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where in the world you're watching from. And check out our YouTube channel to see more great videos like this. And really appreciate having you watching our videos and subscribing and like and give us a thumbs up. So share our videos with everyone that you think would enjoy it, and we'll be making more like this. Talk to us in the comments. So, Mandalorian, this is the way. Absolutely. We're gonna be checking you soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Vincent GG's Super Channel G. Peace.